So the first thing that we see, there is an emotional shift, one big emotional shift in our base emotions. Here, where's that emotional shift in the script? Anybody want to say? Great.
Oh, you'll pay for that.
Oh, you'll pay for that is definitely angry, right?
Yeah.
There's definitely a shift there. I think it maybe even comes a little sooner to, are there no matching gloves, right? But that's definitely a big shift. So in the first part, what's her base emotion that she has in the first part? I'll go back. These are delightful. What's the base emotion here? Joy, yeah, but I wouldn't necessarily call her joyful. She's kind of happy and cheerful. And then if we break that even farther down, she's kind of already told us what she is delighted, right? And in that first line, I see a little beat change because she says, oh, these are, yeah, go ahead.
No, go ahead. Finish your sentence, but I just had a question.
You can ask a question.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Is it reasonable to ask, in the lead up to this line, is she looking at the shoes and is she actually delighted, or is she being condescending when she says that and she actually thinks they're ridiculous?
Ooh, well, I love that interpretation, actually. I was thinking that it was straightforward.
But these are way beneath me.
But I do like that, and I think...
So is she setting up the second part of the line where she's going to really drop the hammer? Right,
so she's completely sarcastic in the middle. That's absolutely a possibility here. And this is, again, where there's the beauty of our individual interpretations as creative people, right? I didn't go that direction, but you absolutely could, and I think what would be great is if you see it the way that I see it and the way that you see it, give two takes. Because you never know. If you haven't been given that information, that actually might be the way that they want it to go. Right? So I think that's an excellent, I've never looked at it that way, so thank you for that. That's really interesting. But we're going to go, because it's my slides, we're going to go my direction for the rest of it.
Absolutely.
So when she says, oh, these are delightful, she's looking in a mirror, like big, right? And so I kind of see her down this is delightful, right? So who's she talking to in that first?
Herself.
To the servants, to herself. I see her talking to herself, right? She's, yes, this is delightful. So not really very loud, and kind of just soft to herself, almost maybe like a little whisper, nice, right? But then the next line is, and shoes can simply make or break an outfit. The way I see that is a beat change. So she's kind of to herself and very soft, and then I see her turning to her servant and going, and shoes can simply make or break an outfit. And now she's also changed from delighted to a different emotion, back here in the same place. So she went from delighted to, I'm thinking kind of jovial, like, I'm going to Dave say a funny thing to you right now because I'm so amused, right? Because I don't think she talks to her servants all that much. And then she says, not to mention a fight. And so what's the subtext in not to mention a fight? What do you think? So the subtext is what she's envisioning in her mind when she says not to mention a fight. What do you think she sees?
Oh, I was just going to say that she is also a character that would be in a fight.
Yes, yeah, she's a diva warrior princess. Yes.
Yeah, we did cover that.
Yeah. So she's definitely been in a fight before, and she's evidently used her shoes. So what do you guys picture? What is she picturing when she sees this? Yeah.
And in the fight with the wrong shoes.
Open with the wrong shoes. Now, see, this is what I love about, that's not where I took it either, but you totally could. I was actually seeing that she used like a stiletto in somebody's eyeball one time to win a fight. And so that's why she's so very amused at her whole thing and remembering this wonderful memory of, these are delightful. And shoes can simply make or break an outfit. Not to mention a fight, right? Because she's thinking like, oh, I remember that one time that I stuck my stiletto in an eyeball. This is wonderful, right? So this is what she's thinking. So that's the direction I went, but I love that you guys went other directions, which is fantastic, and please do that again today when you've got your scripts. Okay, so this is how I saw three different shades of joy here. So I saw delighted, jovial, and amused. The jovial was like, yeah, I'm going to take a tiny second, since I'm so happy, to actually acknowledge your presence. And then the amused I see is also maybe kind of a beat change where she's talking to herself again. Okay, but now we have the shift. Right? So what happens here when she says, are there no matching gloves? Here's another beat change. She said, ah, this is funny, and I'm so delighted, and I'm so funny. And then she looks around, right? Are there no matching clubs? This is not a good thing, right? Now the servants are starting to shake in their boots. So if we go back to our wheel, now we are in the anger side of things. She's definitely irritated, aggravated, and annoyed. That's how I see that first line. But then the second line, oh, you'll pay for that. That's not irritated, that is threatening. And now we're down into rage and hostility. So again, the way that I saw that happening, yeah, whoops, yeah, so the emotional shift and the beat change here to annoyed, are there no matching gloves, hostile, oh, you're paid for that. So the whole scene plays out. This is actually straight from my video game demo, so you can do this if you go on my website. But it's, yes, this is what I told them. And shoes can simply make or break an outfit. Not to mention a fight. Are there no matching gloves? Oh, you're paid for